We specialize in organic loose leaf teas and herbs. And when you think teas and herbs, you're probably thinking China. And
Correct.
And coronavirus. Today is March 5th, 2020. It's the 5th, right?
Yeah.
March 5th? Okay. So we've been getting a lot of emails, and one of the biggest questions is, are these teas safe? Because every tea comes from China, right? No, that's not true. And China is actually a very big country. I've been there a couple times. And one of the things that a lot of people assume is, well, if it's in the northwest region, then what's going on in Shanghai, which is in the east, they have to be the same. And there's so many mountain regions, and there's so much distance between plantations, tea gardens, and the ports, the commercial manufacturing that takes place like for large e-commerce. So I've been to tea gardens, and one of the things that I was surprised to see is just how distant they are. Anyone ever been to a farm? Cool, a farm. Do farms exist? I'm talking about big farms. Do they exist in like inner city areas? No. They exist in very far distant spaces, places where there's rainfall, where the atmosphere is clear, where there's no coronavirus. But there's some validity to that statement. One of the challenges doing organic loose leaf teas and herbs, or any biodegradable product, is the quality control. We've done videos, you can take a look at our YouTube channel, did videos on at plantations. We also have one at the World Tea Expo explaining how each tea garden has different rainfall. The heat, the atmosphere of every location changes, kind of like wine. So you might have a good season for this tea garden in China, and the next season it might not be so good. Why? Because of the heat, lack of rainfall, too much rain, and all those are factors when it comes to the quality of tea. And not just tea, virtually any biodegradable product. On that note, I want to cover one last thing on the coronavirus, because that's the hot topic, and a bunch of emails. We're going to do a Facebook Live on it this Friday. Tune in, Zen's Tea House, or zenstea.com. So there's 6 aspects of health. Almost everyone pays attention to one, and that is physical health. Everyone cares about their physical health. Very few people care about their mental health. Emotional health, that's what you eat and drink and to cover, so you don't have to deal with your emotional health. Then there's your social health. As business owners, we understand that it's important for us to be in a social environment, to collaborate at the collab, to have that communication. People who are socially, they have a social health, a social life. That's number 4. Number 5 is environmental health. That's what I'm going to talk about. Environment plays a huge part in our health. Has anyone heard of the term holistic? Yeah. Okay. Holistic doesn't mean just physical. Holistic doesn't mean just mental. It's physical, mental, emotional, social, environmental, and spiritual. Last one's 6. If you know me, I can be pretty spiritual. Or religious, however you want to define it. So those are the 6 aspects of health. The coronavirus has to be looked at from, if you want to look at the coronavirus holistically, then you have to look not just the physical, but all of it, all aspects. And environmental health being one of them. So when you want to look at the validity, how volatile this coronavirus is, you have to look at those 6 aspects. All right. Hope this was enjoyable, and tune in on tomorrow, for the Zen's Tea Facebook Live. Thanks.